Hi guys, how are you? Welcome back. I'm zoomed in. I don't know why, because I've been trying with. I got a new computer, so I'm trying to like tweak it. It kind of got me. It kind of got me frustrated, so I'm not playing with it anymore. You have to deal with me close up. All right. So, does it make me look fat? Just kidding. So let's get started with this video. And we're going to start with some of the free stuff that I've published. And the number one is going to be the crack in NVIDIA. All right, so we had the Ayasofya. This is the Ayasofya pattern, kind of topping, and then you get that tower on the right side. There's a tower. The tower pattern, this usually reverses, but what it did, it corrected through time, created this nice head and shoulders. Okay, and now it's starting to crack. Yeah, you know, if it's going to start cracking, it's probably bad for the entire market. However, we have this minor support on the neckline of the head and shoulders, so we'll pay attention to that. Also, it's a 3.5-year trend line. It's a pretty big deal that it breaks. It's not 14 years, but it's a lot of years. Okay. Uh, so look for this one to break down further. That's my analysis. Google. All right. From erections come corrections. All right. That's where is it? From erection come corrections. This is true. This is a pattern that you see often. And voila. My God, I'm so good at this. All right. So what happened here? Another head and shoulders. See it? One, two. It's a baby one. It can pop a little bit more, right? But ultimately, this is the neckline, about 300. And look for this one to correct. Okay. Remember, all erections come with corrections. All right, good. So that's good. Mags, Magnificent Seven. I've been talking about this for a while. So um, I did the hard work, and the market cap for the Magnificent Seven, 20 trillion right up top here at around $69 on the ETF. All right, and down here it's about 19 trillion, 18.9 trillion. Right, so you can see it that it's broken down now. This whole area here is now starting to puke it up. Now take that information, apply it with NVIDIA, and what are you getting? The things are not looking good. That's what you're getting. Things are not getting better. Boom, crack. Look at that. I'm so good at this. So you had the 1, 2, 3 down, 1, 2, 3 down. Then you had a 1, 2, 3 up, and then it formed this bear flag, and it cracked. Now we look for further downside. So remember this. This is BKC trading, my friends. This is how it works. It works. Okay. All right. La 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 la. What else? Uh-huh. Bitcoin. How long have I been talking about this? Get the fuck out. Stay the fuck out. Right? But people don't listen. Boom. Now you're saying, man, that's not a lot. Look at this big trend line. Yes, because it's in log. If you take it out of log, yeah, it's a big deal. That's why you got to take things off of log. When it's going down, remember, it's always 100% from zero. When it's going down, you want to take it off of log. All right? Because then your eyes are not deceiving you. That's a very big loss. Okay? So, another great call. See, it works. And this is a 10-year trend line. So, don't think this move is over. What we're doing now is basically this little bear flag right in here. See it? So you had a 1, 2, 3 down. This is the beginning trend line now. It has to push up and above that. Got a little bear flag, maybe a little bit further downside, then a pop. Then it'll probably spend its time withering away for the next, I don't know, year or two. Maybe comes up here and tests it. Every pop should be shorted for the foreseeable future. What else? What else? Cloud ETF. Now, I've been talking about this one for a while. But publicly, publicly I didn't say anything about it until it cracked. Well, it's down a lot. Well, it doesn't matter. It can still go down a lot more. Okay? So that's another good call. Software, same thing. Been talking about it for a while. I even posted this crack, and now this crack. Okay? Look at that move. Okay? You're all the way back in November 2023. Just like that. Brother Noomsi. Just like that. The golden child, Eddie Murphy. And it's popped back up. This is the first crack of the bigger trend line. Remember, the first crack doesn't have to go. Okay, that's the warning shot. It's telling you something is not right. Eventually, you'll get a second crack, and then that's the one that's probably going to go. Okay. What else? What else? UGA, gasoline prices. Boy, did I nail this one. You know what's happening in the Middle East, and guess what? Boom! Look at that breakout. Reverse head and shoulders, corrective move, and look for this one to go higher. For how long? I don't know, but it's going higher. So another good call. Look at that. I can predict the future. MicroStrategy. Nailed it. Let's take a look at this one. Oof. Oh. Ooh. Oh. Wait. I gotta zoom it out so you can see it all. Oh, Jesus. Oh, wait. We can't see it. Let me put it here. Oh, now we can see it. Look at that. Oh my God. Jesus. That's why you got to become a macro trader. Not this. I'm gonna set the stop loss at 2%, and if I make 1%, I'm gonna take profits. And this is not trading. You're wasting your time. You just I don't even know what you're doing with that. Macro trading is where it's at. Set it, forget it. But it moved 10% against you. I don't care because I'm going to make 90% on the other way. My stop loss is 2%. I used to be you guys. All right. SMH NDX. This one is an important one. First of all, this is an erection. And what do you think is going to happen from an erection? See this previous high? This was set back in 2002. Here we are again. So this one, look for the downside. Okay. This is what I call a tight, and then eventually it falls apart. All right. So another good call. I'm good at this. Let's go back to the Bitcoin versus gold. Okay. Now, this is the first one I set up was all the way back here. All right. 1, 2, 3 up, M pattern. Okay. Show you 1, 2, 3 up. Then you got the nice little M pattern. You got a higher low, and then it came down. And I said, hey, look at this. It's starting to crack. Be careful. And this is price in gold, huh? And voila. But it went against you. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter that it went against me because look, this is the structure it formed. This is okay. So when price comes out of a structure, it's out of it. And then it starts to ride the bottom of the trend line. This part right here. It starts to ride it. All it's doing is creating a bear flag. Just because it's going up doesn't mean that, oh, Nick was wrong. No, because it has to build that pressure, go against you, fool everybody, They run in, they buy, they're like, oh, it's going up, it's going up, it's going up slow, it's dirty, it's not clean, you know what I mean? And then what happens? Eventually it falls apart. Okay? So, if you understand charting, you understand that this is, you just add to this short, right? And voila. So, do you think I care that it went this much against me when I got all of this? Right? And that's why I kept saying, what's more important, right? What's more important, gold or Bitcoin? Gold. So, Bitcoin and gold. You had a nice, right? This is that head and shoulder. It broke, created that consolidation right in here. See it right there? Textbook. Cracks, boom, falls apart. There's the crack. Boom. And then on the bottom end, same thing. Okay. The head and shoulders pattern broke. And that was the whole point of that, right? This is the head and shoulders. This is the head and shoulders. See it? Head and shoulders, head and shoulders, and that even cracks. So not only did you get this crack, you got this crack too. Multiple signals that you should have been in gold, not Bitcoin. Which one is this? Litecoin. Another one, setting up. Look for this one to go much lower. Okay. See that structure below a structure right here? See it? How it's building that pressure? It's not going back up. It's not taking off to the moon, not doing anything. It's broken this trend line here, right? So that's pressure building for more downside, which is true for all cryptos as well, by the way. Good. All right. Let's get back to Magnificent 7. Now, I've been saying this for a while, that mags are, they're done. Finito. It started with this crack right in here. See that? Right there. So, came down, popped, came back down, broke. This is the second crack right here. See it? Then you're saying, okay, well, I can trade against this trend line, right? You trade against this trend line so long as it's within this structure. Okay. What happens? Pops back up. Nope. Denied. But it's going up. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter that it's going up. That's the point. It's deking. It's going like this. You know what I mean? It's deking you, right? Deking works in every sport. All right. So you got to fool your opponent. You got to go left, right, and then left, right, or whatever. And that's exactly what these moves are. Okay. So you got the drop, the bounce, and it's a boomerang. It's a boomerang. That's this structure is called the boomerang, right? So it kind of comes up, kind of flattens out. We'll talk more about the boomerang here, and then it starts to roll over and it collapses. All right, now when you take a look at the let me zoom out. When you take a look at the um, rate of change. Okay, very simple. This is nothing complicated. It's not the RSI and the MACD and the crossover with the histogram and the candlestick. This is just rate of change. That's all it is. Okay, the rate of change, the amount of oomph the move has as it's going higher, is starting to weaken. It started all the way back in 2024, right? It started to weaken and weaken and weaken. What's price doing? Going up and up and up and up. Well, that's divergence. It shouldn't be doing. It's not going up with boom. You know what I mean? Thrust. So it's weakening. So what do you think is going to happen in this one? Right? You think I'm going to be right on that one? Of course I'm going to be right. I mean, come on. Why do you doubt me? Why? Why do you doubt me? So now, again, the important thing is that this minor support, building that pressure right here, is going to resolve to the downside. Okay, this is a very, very, very big drop from where it is today. So be ready for it. I'm not saying it's going to happen tomorrow, but the writing is on the wall. What else? Sherman-Williams. Now, you can see that there's a shift in the markets, right? Definitely the market's kind of holding up a little bit. The mags are not doing a whole lot of, right? Before it used to be the mags just pushing the indices up. Now it's not, but it's kind of still hanging up there. Why? Well, there's a rotation going on. And Sherman-Williams is one of those companies that it's a good company. It's perfect um, for the rotation. Okay, so you want to look for a nice key area that it can go either way. If it starts to break down here, right? You got this. This one, okay, first of all, this is a cup and handle. Right, that's number one. Two, if it's building pressure right in here and it stays above the structure, it doesn't crack. Okay, one, two, three. This should resolve to the upside. Okay, that's the bias. However, if the market turns and this thing starts to crack, well, then you can take a short. So it's not like I'm doing like, well, if this happens, then that's true, and if this happens, that I'm not doing like hindsight fucking like, well, both things could happen. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm telling you what the most likely scenario is. The most likely scenario is it goes higher. Does it have the right conditions to go higher? Yes, because there's a rotation. The market hasn't tanked yet. Will the market tank? Possibly. So if that happens and it starts to crack, you should not be long this stock, right? However, if the market doesn't crack, which it hasn't yet, it's been going sideways, but it hasn't cracked, okay, then the likelihood of this breaking out is likely. So what happened? It's still building that pressure. This is a great little simple setup right here. See that um, bull flag pushing right up against that resistance area? So look for this to break to the upside. Now, if the market falls apart, well, you know what to do, right? You look at the crack and you say, oh, I'm not taking this one long. Okay. But this is such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful setup. Um, when I look at people that are running out, I'm going to buy Tesla, I'm going to buy Tesla, and you watch Tesla fall apart, and you have such beautiful trades like this, and people don't take it. It's like why would you go buy Tesla? That garbage of a company. It doesn't even have growth. It's just garbage. Doesn't lead in anything. No, I like Elon Musk. It's like, oh yeah, yeah. There's so much better trades out there. Give yourself a chance to win, man. Please. Please. All right. Inflation adjusted Bitcoin. Okay. This is inflation adjusted. It's worth about, let me move this over. It's worth about $21,000. And now it's worth about 20. So don't be surprised if this does not fall all the way down here. Inflation adjusted. Don't be surprised. Okay. So another good call. Bitcoin lower. Um, capacity utilization. Let's talk a little bit macro. So you see that this is a 56-year trend line. 56 years. Goes all the way back. Industrial production keeps falling and falling, and guess what? Ta-da! It's falling again. Thank God for tariffs. Right? All right, now let's take a look at Tsakos Navigational Energy. TEN. It used to be TNP, now it's TEN. Tsakos Energy Navigation. So, I said, look at this beautiful setup. And let's see what's happened since. It came back. Okay. This, by the way, was one of the last value stocks. Okay, this is the kind of stock you buy and you hold and you get paid a dividend and you just keep accumulating shares, lowering your cost basis, just managing it, long-term hold, and look at this move. Oof, oof. Now remember, why do I love this stock? Because it's a bottleneck industry. Okay, it's a bottleneck industry. This is the kind of stocks you want to buy. value, a lot of value. Now, the war has begun with Iran. Strait of Hormuz is going to be shut down for I don't know how long, maybe the last couple of days, maybe a few months, I don't know. But um, it's definitely going to be bullish for Tsakos Energy Navigation. Yen. So it's at $35 today. Let's see what it opens up on Monday. Another good call. And let me point something out. Look at the price here. It's about $7. Where is it today? $35. How many hundreds of percent is that? Plus the dividend. What do you think? Shipping, oil tanker shippers are going to just go away? This is one of the best. Easy money. Easy, easy money. Microsoft. I've been warning about this for a while. I said, look, see this? Right up against that resistance area. Right there. 37 years. Don't be don't be trying to buy AI, you know, that bullshit. Right? And I'm right again. Twice. So the first time I was right was here, came back up. It's another time to short. There you go. Now watch this breakdown. That's going to be fun. That's going to be fun. Definitely. All right, let's continue. So let's go on. I got to speed it up. Amazon. So look at that. Okay, so far, what have you seen? You've seen Google, you've seen the Mags, you've seen Microsoft, you've seen Nvidia. I mean, chart after chart after chart after chart. It's breaking down. This is not a good sign for the overall market. All right, see that structure below a structure again, building that pressure right here for more downside. It's a crack. Pay attention to structure. Pay attention to what's really going on. Not only in the indices, but also everything else. Now, Spotify, most overvalued company. This was like what? Um, what was that movie? Back to School or something like that. Will Ferrell, when the guy's like, "Oh, what is this? Oh, it's a tranquilizer gun." Oh, you just shot yourself, man. Remember that scene? What? You're crazy. What? Remember that scene? Yeah, you're fucking crazy. I like you, but you're fucking crazy. Yeah, that's exactly how I felt about Spotify. It's like you're crazy. That it's fucking. It went up to what? $750. Wow. Well, anyway, that wasn't hard to fucking predict, right? Boom. And again, you got to take it off of log to see the carnage, right? So that was easy. And that was called all the way back here. The one I did publicly came out here, but the initial one was right up there. Magic. What else? Uh-huh. Look for this one to break down. This is a beautiful one. This one I caught from the top. I caught this one. Top, baby. Right there. So what is this thing doing? Well, kaboom! Another great call. God. How many of these do I have to get? How many? Tell me. Avgo, Broadcom. Coiling up. It's coiling up. It's a head and shoulders. Look at everything else. You think this one is not going to go lower? Good luck. Go buy it. AMD. This one. Another great setup. So here's a good example. So you have this nice uptrend since April. It cracks here. Bounces. Comes back down. Cracks again. It's a second crack now. It's weakening and weakening and weakening. And then what happens? Goes all the way up to the top. Should we just sell because it went to the top? No, of course not. You already got your warnings here and here. So can it do a head test? in a head and shoulders, this would be considered a head test. A head test is something that would create some kind of M pattern. Okay, so just like when you buy stocks that are low and you cost average down and then wait for them to go up, you kind of do the same thing with these things, right? Look at the price action. It never got back and stayed within this trend line. Okay, never did it. Nope. So this whole entire piece right in here, this whole thing, this junky. This whole thing right in here, all of it, was just noise, 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 noise. You got this big gap right down here. Right down here. Big gap. It's got to fill. It's going to fill. Well, again, when you look at the spectrum of everything else, of what's going on with the mags, with the NVIDIA, Amazon, all these things, look for this one to resolve to the downside. Okay? Good. And what else? Ethereum. Let's talk about this one. Crack. What happened? I was right again. About Bitcoin. Come on. You think I'm going to be right on this one too? Oh my gods. Oh my gods. Of course. Right. Now, what's going on hither? Right? You kind of have this thing building out. All right. Can it correct a little bit from this down move? It can correct a little bit. Don't get fooled. It's going to come right back down. All right. Any rallies in Bitcoin? Short. Get away. Get out. Save thyself. Solana. All right. Right there. This is the support. You can see it. It's clear. Cracked once. Gave you a warning shot. Well, it was back in, December 2024. I don't care. Give you a warning shot. You got a nice big head and shoulders. Read structure, my friends. That's it. Don't make it complicated. Comes down. Wait for the crack. That's what I said. Wait for it. Boom. Oh. Ooh. Yep. There you go. Look at that. See that? Building pressure way below the entire structure here. So look for this one to resolve to the downside. This is true for all cryptos for the foreseeable future. Oracle. This one I called early, privately, not publicly. From erections come corrections. I am more concerned about the structure, that you understand it, okay, what it looks like, than I am about the call. And sure enough, I don't know why it's red. It shouldn't be red. It went lower. It did what it was supposed to. But look, even here, oh, it has green. Why does it have green? It should be red. I think I misclicked. All right. Palantir. Another good call. Look at this one. Crack, crack, two cracks. Where do you think this one's going? Wow, look at that. Huge dip. And it's what? From 182 all the way down to 147. Pops. Where does it pop to? Extend this out. Should you be getting out? Should you be buying this? Should you? Oh my God! Look at that move to the upside. Oh wow! I gotta, should you? No. Why? Because it's outside of the structure. It's broken. You had two previous cracks back here. You had a crack here. You had a crack here. You get another crack here, and now you want to go buy it? I wouldn't. And sure enough, it rolls over and goes much lower. This is why you're a macro trader. Don't be saying my stop loss. Forget about your stop loss and your hookamakuchuki and your candlesticks and the colors and beautiful things. Learn how to read a chart. Bare knuckle charting. That's where it's at. I'm telling you. You gotta listen. This is what actually works. Microsoft again. Look at this. Boom. Oh, look at that. Wait for the crack. Here's the crack. Warning. Warning. Get the fuck out. NASDAQ. All right. So, let me move this over. Gotta make this thing bigger. Anyway, there's a top back here somewhere. All right, this is a double top. Right, so a big drop, pop, drop, pop, drop, pop, drop. So you can see this one is a structure below a structure, right? Right in here, see that? Structure below a structure, and guess what? Here's the crack, broke, pop, down. Then came back up, 1, 2, 3, up. Try to get back into structure, fail, fail. And I'm like, look at that, crack. So what happened? Oh, oh, look at that. Oh. Do you buy here? It's in the middle of nowhere. No. Where do you think this is gonna happen? Gonna go. This one. Where do you think that's gonna go? Guarantee it's going lower. Oh, Nick is so arrogant. All right, I think that's about it. I can go on forever. Anyway, proof is in the pudding. It's in the pudding. You gotta, come down. Patreon.com/real macro. Learn how to chart. At least follow me here on TradingView. All right, I'll talk to you guys soon.